Okie dokie. So I'm still at the Oliver House, and I realized in last week's episode I didn't tell you anything really about the Oliver House. I just said, haven't you seen it before?
How do
Um,
you not know about the Oliver House? Everyone
duh.
knows.
So, the Oliver House, it was built in 1908. I did say that last time. It was built by Henry, no, hold on. Let me get my notes. Pretty sure it's Henry. Henry and his wife, Edith Oliver, and they owned a mining company and they built this to like house mining executives and whoever. And then it eventually just became like a hotel boarding house type thing. And that people say, though I think a lot of this is like hearsay or legend or lore, but they say that up to or around 26 people have died in this house.
Oh, wow.
The three most famous hauntings, or the ones that I could find, are in this room, room 13. It is Nat Anderson, and they were first and last name, so that seems like it must have been in the paper or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But Nat Anderson, he worked for the railroad and he was having an affair with this woman, and Nat owed this woman's husband money. So he not only has like,
Was cheating. Wow.
yeah,
That is
he's like, "Hey, can I borrow some money?" Never pays it back. Also, can I borrow your wife? Like
such a Jerry Springer episode. Like,
he's not a super cool guy at all. And the husband caught them and killed Nat in this room, and or in and around here, but I think in this room is what people believe. And then in room 14, right next to me, and I think this door is adjoining to it, a policeman, see, no names on this one, but a policeman came in, found his wife with another person, no names for any of these people, shot and killed both of them, and then kills 10 more people in a, just in a rage on the way out.
damn.
Zero names. So
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
believe
Yeah, they're
it.
telling stories like I tell stories.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are names out there. I could also see if he was like a Bisbee police officer that people would want to cover that up. So
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. Sure, sure.
maybe that's why there's no names. But
Mm.
and then room 11, which also there's only two floors to this place. Um it's they say just an old lady haunts the room and there's a rocking chair in there that's been known to move on its own.
Mm.
But
Okay.
that is the story of the Oliver House. Ghost Adventures came here a really long time ago and it's evil and horrible.
Oh. Mm.
But
Hmm.
I think it's just another old building in Bisbee. So there's definitely going to be past energies connected to it and a lot of history. So I think there's chances that it's definitely got some haunting activity. I will say, I don't think it's going to be like you just got to do your episode on your night. This one's going to be tough because there has been people all up in this hallway and
Yeah.
so like everybody's partying. It's a Friday night. I don't know. But it's cool to be here. It's definitely cool to see it. I'll post some videos, or we'll post some videos of just the layout and the design. And it's real neat what they've done. I think at one point in time, it was owned by somebody else and it had gotten pretty run down. So it's really nice to come in
Mm.
and see that they have this quirky little cute decorations in the hallway, that the bedding looks like new bedding. It doesn't have grungy carpets like the Copper Queen. Uh,
Yeah.
it's nice original wood floors. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I like this like old little
Oh,
green chair that
yeah.
I'm sitting in. It's a little
That's
rough,
cute.
but it feels all antique-y. It's cool. It's going to be a good experience. Whether I'll get any quality evidence out of it, with all
Mm.
the contamination, probably not likely. But
Well, maybe you'll get more in the way of touchy-feelies instead of EVPs,
yeah,
EVP BPs. I was trying to make
so
it rhyme, but
It's not. And so my husband's with me and he is not with me because I'm too chicken to be here by myself. He's with me because we just go places together. Like he has hobbies that are not this, but
Mm.
he's one of those, what do they call it? Like FOMO, like fear of missing out. Like if I'm going
Oh.
to do something, like even if it's not really his jam, he's like, I don't know, could be cool. We might eat something good. We might like
Mm.
see something that's amazing. And so he just always likes to tag along. And I appreciate it because I didn't want to have to look. I know you took a shit ton of stuff on your
Mm.
investigation. We are definitely traveling light, but I didn't want to take
That
that
cooler?
cooler. Yeah.
Yeah, man. No way.
No. So I didn't have to do any of that. I just waited here and it was brought to me. So,
Nice.
anyways,
That's always a benefit.
yeah, it is really nice. And he's off hiding somewhere right now. He is not in this room, just so y'all know. Though it would have been hilarious if he just sat in the tub the whole time. But I did it in the last week's episode, but for anybody that's just finding our channel, I'll just show you the room real quick. Look at that. Your sink is right in your room, your tub's right in your room, and then there's your bed. So, and then don't be tall and need to use the bathroom because I'm not sure you'll fit in there, but
Look, go back to the tub. You've got the thing that you can like shower yourself with, like
yeah,
there. So you have
yeah,
to lift it up, and it looks like
yeah,
a telephone. It's like
yeah.
up here.
So,
that's
we
that's a lot of effort to
it
put
is.
in the first thing.
And we're camping tomorrow, so we really wanted to shower tomorrow morning before we leave. But
Yeah.
and we will because yes, we can make this work. There's a little basket with the actual shampoos in it and stuff and a blow dryer.
Oh.
But in
Oh.
the hallway, there's like a shared bathroom and it has a shower, so we could
Oh,
always
okay.
use that if we
Ish.
don't want to use the tub.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's luxurious, right? Looks. Is it a clawfoot tub?
No, no,
Oh.
it's not. The legs don't even look original now that I think about it. But
It's clay.
the the
It's
toilet,
Play-Doh.
yeah, the toilet is actually pretty cool. I'm not plugged in, so I could show you. Hold on one second.
Oh, I have got to see this toilet.
It's so oh, there it goes. So
The
watch.
motion sensor works.
Yeah, it does. Look how little it is in there. Can you see it? No.
Yeah, that's like a camper toilet.
It's
Wow. That was the closet.
yeah, it's so OG. I love it.
Man,
This was
man,
totally a closet.
if you go number two, you are just surrounded by this. Like it has nowhere else to go but right in your
Oh,
face.
but they must know that because they have air freshener in there. And I have
Ah,
literally never seen air freshener in a bathroom before in a
never. Not in a
hotel.
hotel bathroom. Yeah,
No,
never. No.
I think it's very nicely done. But as far as
Mm.
ghosts go, we'll see. We'll see. But
All right.
I do have a lot of ghosts for you, and I have a lot of ghosts for you. So this is
Okay.
this is from the Gila or Gila, however you would like to say it, but I do
Yep.
believe it's supposed to be pronounced Gila. County Jail in Globe, Arizona. I started this a couple weeks ago, and now I have the rest of my stuff. But
Okay.
like I said before, these are some chatty Cathys, and they are just talking, talking, talking. And I don't want to keep Chris up until 2 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna jump in, and at any point in time, I don't know if this feels like it's dragging. Maybe I have to go to a part three because there's just a lot. But hopefully, we could just speed kind of through them. I know that's like not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to like evaluate it, but. I'm just let's just get into it. Okay. I'm just gonna try to play it and then find the next EVP, because like I said, there's a lot. But this is in Kingsley Olds. It was in the title. I know Kingsley is the first name, and I think
Mm.
Olds is the last name. He
Wow.
was like a real person that was convicted of a crime. I believe it was some crime against children, and he was killed in this area because there was a shooter from on the other building that got him before they could like just take him off to jail.
Listen, why is the little girl here?
Because he saw a ghost before he was murdered.
Oh,
The ghost of the girls he killed.
Do you hear that? And I mean, I could
yeah.
be off a little bit. I feel like value is very like clear. I,
Mm.
I don't know what they're talking about, but uh
It's kind of dark if they're directly responding to what you had just mentioned, him seeing the ghosts of little girls that he had murdered right before he was killed. Is he saying, well, it was really nothing of value, or it was somebody else responding to him being murdered, saying, yeah, he was nothing of value, you
yeah,
know?
no, that let's hope it's the latter.
Yeah, yeah,
Because that makes like the most sense. It's kind of a weird, creepy voice too.
yeah.
Um,
What is your name?
So I know there's like some clicking sounds going, and
Mhm.
that's kind of a of it,
Oh,
where they're really enunciating some of the letters, but there's also like a whisper underneath that.
yeah.
Not a whisper, but it's a very soft EVP. So you are going to have headphones and have it way turned up. This came right after, so there's a cat ball somewhere on that, you know, the bars behind there. And Eric had just said, why don't you touch that ball or knock that ball off or something? And so it's funny that they're saying, why don't you do it, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. He is walking around, so it's questionable, of course.
What is your name?
To me, it's a very low voice that I hear
Hmm.
on this side.
Hmm.
Almost very like low energy too, just low. Why don't you kick the ball? Like he can't muster up the strength to say you do it, but kind of he's kind of got a little bit of attitude to it too.
I think
It's
so.
just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, and I don't know. We talked about this last week. I don't even remember an air conditioning being on, but for some reason it's loud as can be right here. And it's because there's no glass in those windows.
Yeah.
So we're hearing everything down in the alleyway, but it is so
Oh,
loud, and so it is hard to hear over all of that.
And that's Eric.
I'm Carl. What's your name?
Eric.
I'm Carl.
Do you hear it? It's kind of just like a scratch almost. Like it's so
I hear the
quick.
scratch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so quick. Just a little nothing there, but I don't know if they're saying it because of what we're saying to them.
Yeah.
Are they kind of like, okay,
Okay.
they're so unimpressed.
Yeah.
Oh, that you can't even hear that. And now here in the moment, all I hear is a difference in sound. It just sounds breathy and airy. So I don't even know if that's an EVP, or I don't know. I mean, like, can it be the camera making noise? Can it just be some sound coming in?
Call this catwalk
Yes.
a tunnel.
I don't, it's harder to hear the cold, but I swear I heard it at one point in time.
I can hear it. Sometimes when you put the clips together, and then I think it's a matter of the way that we have to show it to each other. I think it zaps the sound a little bit, because like some things that I feel come through super clear and loud, then when I'm playing them with you, I'm like, where the hell is it? I thought I heard it.
Or just like the whole sentence, now it sounds different. Sometimes I do think I like, at one point in
Oh,
time, I tried clipping every time I heard something. And I was just like EVP, EVP, EVP. And then I went
right.
back and listened to it. And
Yeah.
I just thought, would that change my opinion on it? You know, like reevaluating it second time, would
Yeah.
it still be there or what, whatever? I don't know. It was still there. So it doesn't. You know,
Oh,
I wonder if that's somebody's water bottle. Is that what I'm hearing?
What?
yeah, but
Just jumped up his hat.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm so sorry. See, this is the problem with I've done this a week ago. Eric hears something. It's like a pebble being thrown, is what he says. Like he starts
okay.
to look around. So somewhere in all of this, like kind of crackling noise, there's like a pedal. Like it sounds like a little rock hitting something.
Gotcha.
What?
Someone just jumped up his hat.
Oh, well, that bug is over here, but it wasn't at the hat.
Is it a rock? That was like a pebble. Did you just throw a pebble at me?
I couldn't make out what it was saying, but there's definitely something there. So just the
Yeah.
collection of those two things happening, I think they are replying, whether they're saying they did
Yeah.
it or they or get out. I'm
Mhm.
not really sure. Did you think you could hear it? Do you want me to play it again or just
I did hear something, and I think you've got some mean ghosts that you're encountering here. I think that they were replying to that something being thrown, but I don't, I think if you had the ability to increase the sound and get rid of the external other noises, it's probably going to be something really nasty, like being said. I do think there's a voice there. I thought I heard something.
Yeah, I do think it's a reply. It does not sound like feet shuffling or anything like that to me. I just can't make out what they're saying.
Yeah.
This is just another faint one. I also couldn't make out. It's just so faint, and
Hmm.
that air condition is so loud. And when I tried to turn the volume up, it just increased the volume of the air
Not
conditioner
even
as well.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have the ability to like separate those two. Um,
Yeah.
so it just is what it is.
But you can
And
hear the little pops and things of something being said.
mhm. It's really hard because
Mm.
that air condition is just cranking now. But it's a very sing-songy like voice. I think it's female and it's like, you will know. Like
Hmm.
that's what I'm hearing. But it is really hard to hear it over
Yeah.
that air condition or whatever. I mean, it has to be an air condition. I would have liked to know where the air condition was blowing air because it was sweaty as fuck in
Right.
that building.
I know when you said air conditioner, I'm thinking, well, all the windows were like open or busted. So it would make sense, though. It might be just something in the alley, maybe not an AC for that building, maybe
Mhm.
for one of the other buildings. Yep.
Oh yeah, like the courthouse right next to us because they still use the courthouse because
Yep.
there was only a window unit in the little it was a room downstairs on the first floor right by the front door and that's where we had our
Hmm.
stuff because I
Right.
remember it would be so hot and then we would go down there to like get a drink and like cool off for a second. Uh
Yeah.
but yeah, you're right. It's the air conditioning probably for the courthouse.
Yeah.
Uh I have no idea what we were talking about before then. I wonder if we were just talking about putting the spirit box on.
I feel like you got a don't do that from what you reviewed previously in the last episode that you did.
I think that was from Gettysburg, though. Remember we were talking about
Oh,
leaving something? I think
that's
this,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Let's see, because I think we were talking about wrapping this up in this room, and Eric said, like, do you want to do the spirit box or something?
Oh,
Well, yeah, there's the spirit box going. So now that really loud noise is the fucking
yeah.
spirit box. So
Okay.
I don't know. Somehow between the air conditioner and the spirit box, I still think I got an EVP. So let's see
Nice
about
work.
that. It's a whisper in all of that
Yeah.
noise that is going on. It pops in, and I think it's clear.
And I actually I like that you have the spirit box going at the same time, and it makes some kind of weird noise,
Uh-huh.
almost like something was trying to break through. So you got a
Yeah.
whisper, and then a meh, like a weird. It was trying to come through on the other side too.
Yeah, like they were attempting to use it.
Yeah.
I feel like with the spirit box, we really thought we were getting some words. Here we go. I guess this is maybe I need to go back a little bit. I clipped a couple of them that maybe sounded a little clear.
Whoa.
That's me saying whoa in response to it because it just seemed so loud and clear, though at the time I don't think I understood that it said Joe. But it
Okay.
sounds like Joe on here. But I don't know what I think I say it here in a second.
It was a deep voice.
Do you think he said no?
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, Carl and I both said that we thought it was no, and maybe it is no, but coming through on this recording, it sounded like Joe now. So
Joe. Yeah. Hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It was a deep voice.
Do you think he said no?
And it just was so loud. And that's what I'm talking about with these spirit boxes. Like half the time I think, oh my God, this is just the radio. But that
Yes.
that voice was weird. And that voice was
Hmm.
all of a sudden very loud. So
Yeah.
I don't know. And then here's another time that we thought we got a name.
Judy.
Wow.
Uh, I thought that it was just so clear, but
It is.
it's a man's voice saying Judy, in my opinion.
Well, he could be talking about because I mean, in prison, maybe he's talking about, his wife or his girlfriend, or maybe one of the females in the because didn't they have like the females in the upper cells or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah. Like calling an inmate. Maybe he thinks
Yeah,
I'm Judy. Who knows?
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we had asked like, is Kingsley here? Who's here?
Okay.
What's your name? I
And you
don't.
get Judy.
Yeah,
Judy. I'm Judy.
yeah. Carl makes a joke that like that guy, if it's a guy, then he's pretending to be Jody or I mean, Judy or whatever.
I think it is very clear. That's crazy.
Here's another spirit.
Knock it off. What?
Here, that one was very small. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was like a little voice behind.
yeah.
Is it the radio? I don't know. This is the only stuff that we could make out. And while we were there, I don't even think we were catching some of that stuff because it's just so loud. It's so hard. It's easier, I think, almost to just to it in the playback.
It sounded like a no, the last one.
Yeah. And it was a very loudly.
That was just a very faint no, and the timing of when it pops up on the screen is not exactly in sync. Uh,
Yeah.
but I think I'm not sure they say anything when we're getting ready to leave, but let me just double check.
Did you try that one more time?
Oh yeah. Oh,
I thought that one was good because that's the biggest thing is that I don't feel like I ever get sentences out of the
yeah.
spirit box where like when you do the Estes method and stuff you do, but I had never had that success. So we'll stay on this same floor. It's a short video, so maybe I'll just let it kind of play out mostly. But this is still in that same area where Kingsley's cell is. It's in the women's ward, but we start off in the solitary confinement room, I think. I think. And then we move to one of the women's cells.
Because if we're not going to have any lights, they can't see
I'm alive. This is the hallway. So we're in the hallway, and then we go into the women's ward. There's two women's wards, and we're on this side.
anyways.
Damn, right now that sounds like Santa Claus, not Santa Cruz. So Santa Cruz is like an area out here. What if they're saying Santa Claus get out and they're just being fucking mean? Like calling it's very faint, but it is to me very obviously a woman's voice. I think she says Santa Cruz and then it's like a minute a beat later she says,
Get
get
out.
get out.
Hmm.
Um yeah, they were
It could
like
have it that could have been a residual though too. Like what if there was a lady there that was mean to a prison guard and she called him Santa Claus or Santa Cruz or whatever.
yeah, true. And what if they had names for each other? Like she could be talking
Oh
to
yeah.
another inmate, and
She could be
yeah,
totally. Yeah.
if she's from Santa Cruz, wherever, county,
Hmm.
California, whatever, maybe that's what they're getting at. I don't know. We just walking in on all of this.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, right. That
Why
could
are
have been
you
a nickname.
yeah, yeah, like how you
Yeah.
call somebody Tex or something, you know?
Yeah.
doing that?
Why does
I don't know. I don't know because there's a lot going on, right? I'm moving
Yeah.
around. Somebody hit something at one of the bars. That's
Hmm.
us. But I feel like there's like a mumble like underneath. And from what I could make out was these words. Am I right? I don't know.
To me, this one actually does remind me of your previous episode that I said it sounded like an ET, an alien. Just the way that the words come out. I hear sorry, you. I don't hear pig, but that doesn't mean that it's not saying it. It's just that I don't hear it. But those words and the way that they're being enunciated, it is weird like that again. It's almost like someone's trying to come through, but they can only come through with what sounds like radio waves.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they say they can use to communicate with us, right? That's the whole
Yeah.
reason that we use the spirit boxes. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's interesting.
why does it do that? Doesn't it?
It's very quick and
Yeah.
it's very faint. I think it's
Mhm.
female and
Yes, I
yeah,
was going to say the same thing. Yep,
yeah.
female.
And they just kind of don't want us in here. But
That one was really faint, almost breathy. Leave me alone.
yeah, yeah.
Kind of.
It's
Yeah.
very distant, very or breathy. Yeah.
Yeah.
She this does not have a lot of energy.
Mm.
Oh, that's like a wire. What's this graffiti or carving say?
You said these were the carvings of the inmates, so. These are.
Ooh.
That cough didn't sound very good.
I'm having a harder time with the hymn this go around, but I swear I heard it at one point in time. But it's loud, but it is that very like, I don't know, like, can it be confused with some other sound? It doesn't sound like feet shuffling. If anything, it sounds like, clanging against something.
I actually hear Kevin struck him.
Oh, I did hear that too. At
You
one point,
did?
that is so funny. I thought that I was hearing Kevin before, and then I
Yeah.
like must have went back and listened to it, and I was like, nah, that's not it. I lost it, but that is so funny. I do remember that I thought they said a specific name. And I find it, maybe I'm stretching here, but Carl is over there coughing right now
Yeah.
too. So like, did they? you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I
Right. Oh,
don't know. They're
mm-mm.
spirits, so like their force is gonna feel like nothing probably to us for the most part. But
Sure.
are they affecting him, or is he coughing because it's a dusty old prison? I don't know.
Yeah, right. Could be one or the other. Yeah, all these ghosts are like cats. They want to murder, but all they can do is just sit over there and look cute, and they can't really do anything.
Yeah, they're like trying so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard too. Like, I don't know. I wonder how much of our show is going to pick up the people in the hallway, but I won't pick it up because I got these noise canceling
Yeah.
headphones on. So I'm like, la di da, this is fine.
Well, I can't hear anything either. I do not have noise canceling headphones on.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Hey, and that's more to my point that I made in your show last week about how these YouTubers that really know how to, make good videos that are entertaining and sound good for quality, like their TV almost.
Mhm.
Sometimes they'll be like, oh, that's a noise outside. Oh, that's a dog barking. And I'm like, I don't hear it at all.
I don't hear it at
So,
all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's my kid. Where? I don't hear that.
yeah. And we have the noise reduction on right now. And that's probably why you're not hearing it. But I hope that you do hear these EVPs. So I don't know.
Well, I just heard Kevin struck him in that last one, so I'm
Yeah.
hearing him clear. I don't know if anyone else will.
Good.
I win. Clear for me. Uh-huh.
Where you know.
Yeah, and the repeat on that whisper went really quick, but there was a little
Yep.
after that is
Hmm.
all.
Yeah, they're talking shit.
Do you want to go lay down on one of the beds?
No, thank you.
I don't think there's spiders on them. The behind you, it's really high pitched.
Yeah.
So I know there's shuffling of the feet going on right now, so it's hard to tell, but I'm talking about the little high pitched noise. It almost could be a bird, but it's nighttime and there's no open windows in this room, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
But um, so take what you want out of that. I don't know.
I think it's creepy.
Well, this is
See, this voice sounds a little bit like Kevin Struck You voice. It's like
Hmm.
kind of scratchy. They don't want us there. Now I'm entering into the cell, and I just think they're
Hmm.
trying to scare me out of there.
And I think the behind you was a different voice, and they were trying to warn you. And then you've got Mr. Kevin's biting people now. It's like,
Yeah,
here I am.
they are not happy in this little space.
No.
oh.
Yeah, I need some water.
Oh, do you want to go back down and we can come back up? We can
Yeah.
bring the water up with us.
Let's go down for a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And then it's just a little whisper, but I feel like it is so clear, and they are really saying, like, they're leaving. Good, we did
Yep. Yep.
it. All right.
They're proud of themselves. Okay.
Yeah, they are. So we take a break to get some water and then we come back up and you'll see this is a long video. But these things, they just keep talking, like they keep talking. So I'm not gonna play all of it for you. I'm gonna try to just pick out the EVPs in here. But this is on the other side. You know how I said there's women's ward, there's cells over here, there's cells over here.
Uh-huh.
We're on the other side now, and it's got more cells to it.
Ghosts are said to be seen.
So I was a little bit wrong. We started on this side and then we went over to this side. So we're back in that same room where they did not want us to be. Now, look, I know it's very faint. I mean, well, it's not so much that it's faint, it's that there is the loudest sound outside of this window. But
Sure.
I thought about it like, okay, is it a car off in the distance, like making some kind of rear sound, and I am getting words out of it somehow? But just the more and more I listened to it, it really did sound like, whether it's male or female, I'm not really sure, but it's
Hmm.
kind of that sing-songy again. And I've gotten that voice before, and I don't know. I think it's there. I can't unhear it.
I do hear something. I'd like to hear it again because I think I hear another name.
Oh, okay. We love names.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. I'm hearing, do you hear me there, Sarah, or do you hear me, dear Sarah? I hear, do you hear me? But then, like the last two, it's like something Sarah. Like, I don't know why.
I would agree that like the "Do you hear me?" I think is
Is
clearer than the rest of
yeah,
it. And so the ending is definitely open for interpretation there.
and it was sing-songy too. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. And so I think it could be the same voice that we heard before, which would have been in this space. No, no. Well, it's definitely in this area. It's on this floor. It's in this hall. Like, yeah, it's close by. Um,
Okay. Okay.
I think it takes three whole times for you to hear it at the end, or the third time. It's very like, okay, if it's footsteps and I'm making up words, then so be it, because it is that kind of like choppiness. But I don't know. It sounds like words to me.
I hear the words. It sounds almost like fireworks are going off.
Yeah.
Like I don't want you here. Clack, 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 clack.
Yeah, and so that's what's crazy. So like, yes, we are walking around. These are concrete floors that I'm sure are dusty. It's Arizona. There's open windows. But I listened to us walk around all night. And
Yeah.
yet, yes, I am getting a lot of EVPs from this place. So just but not all of my EVPs sound like this. So, and then also when we're walking around, it's not always that loud in the camera. So why is this
Right.
all of a sudden so loud and it sounds like words? I
Yep.
don't know. Like I said, none of my, well, I mean, at least not this one. I wouldn't say it's like class A EVP. This is for sure a ghost, I'm not
Yep.
standing on that. I'm not dying on that hill. No.
Sure,
I'm just
sure.
telling you that sounds suspicious. Um,
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are there any female spirits? Are, are there any?
See, I think that's loud and plain as day.
That's so wild. The way that they're coming through is so weird. The noises like that, like almost like shattering glass. The way that they're coming through,
Mhm.
it's a weird, sharp noise. All of these EVPs are very odd.
Yeah, I would say that. And I don't know, does that mean that it could be some like real sound that I'm misinterpreting because it's so
I
loud and scratchy, I guess you'd say, or
I
something.
If it was, I feel like you would have been saying that is this, that this is that. Like you are always noting when you hear something.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, there's times we heard people in the alleyway. We would say something about it, a loud car, the cat's meowing. We did all of that. This is so loud. I think that the spirits, they obviously don't really like us, and they are just screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah,
I think
they're
that's
mean.
why it sounds that way.
Yes.
Female?
And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had my poor baby child in here.
I
Like,
know.
what a horrible mother.
Hey, he was into the ghost too. They're just jackasses.
Uh, is it actually find
Mm,
out? I'm not sure, but I definitely hear something there, and I feel it starts with an F. I hear that.
yeah.
This is one of those whispery voices.
No, I
Uh,
hope you guys didn't find out anything. Ugh,
Tell me about it. And then here's
man.
another one right after that. Why these people are just randomly saying Winslow, I don't know. Do we go back to the the nickname thing where people are getting called the names of where they're from? I don't know. Because there's a Winslow, Arizona. I clearly hear Winslow. I could not hear anything else.
And they could just be instead of I don't know, shouting out other nicknames, it could be just them telling you where they're from. That is weird. That's such a a weird word to get, you
Yeah.
know. It's odd. You don't get a lot of W words. I feel like it takes a lot more of your mouth to do a wah, than a
I've never thought about that, but yeah, maybe.
help. You don't have to do much, just breathe. But wind slow, like that's a low, I think that took a lot of energy. And even though it's a low voice, like they were trying to get something across there with that one. That's really weird and interesting too.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting. And unfortunately, we weren't like asking them where they were from or anything. So,
Hmm.
are they talking to us? Are they talking to somebody else? Is it actually saying Winslow? I don't know. That's what I heard and couldn't unhear. So,
Mm-hmm.
They do not.
Oh,
it's,
that's perfect.
oh,
Yep.
really?
I get it. Yeah, all of it. I hear it the first time. They're headed to the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. Because it is very low. But I think it cannot be mistaken for anything else, like moving around or outside noise. It's a sentence that's there of this just,
Yeah.
faint voice.
Were y'all heading to the lobby? Were you guys going back downstairs?
No, we were here. Like, I
Oh,
think Carl be kind of like hanging out in the doorways and stuff. And we had been in this room and left and came back. So I don't know. Maybe they thought like, I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe they're saying other ghosts are headed to the lobby since we're gonna be won't leave
Yeah.
them alone.
Yeah.
Or they're just like, I don't know. They would like us to leave or something.
Hmm. Where's Winslow?
Yeah.
Still pretty. St- Still pretty.
Hearing that right now for some reason sounds like there's even more at the end. I don't
Hmm.
know. I think it might be a hard sentence to make out, but there's definitely, obviously, to me, a voice there. And it's a woman's voice, I think. I don't know. It's low and there's all this other background noise from the unit outside and stuff. But
It's a rough voice. It
yeah,
sounds rough.
it's like a loud but low, if that makes sense. Like
Hmm.
hum of a sentence.
Mm. Okay.
Still pretty. St- Still.
I don't know. I don't know.
Uh, Dude, I hear I'll be here for your mom. I'll be here for your mom. Like the first time I
Oh,
heard it, the last time I said it as I was hearing it. That's what I hear. I'll be here for your mom.
maybe it's just fucking poking fun. How rude. This one I couldn't make out and it's very faint, so I'm just noting that something's here.
No privacy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear it now. It's a very Yeah, it's just
Okay.
it's so incredibly low, but there is kind of thump going on. That threw me off a second ago. So, that's the problem with like jumping around, I guess.
One of these beds right here would have been pretty nice. Room with a view. Room with a view.
So faint, so faint.
Yeah,
But
but I love how they're like, how so?
yeah, they're like, ma'am, this is jail. Like, there's
Please tell
nothing,
me more.
nothing nice about this, but
Yeah.
it had a window, so,
Yeah.
There's a ball on that needle point.
Hmm.
The knot feels like they drag it out or something. I don't know. They're being
Yeah.
dramatic now. I thought that, or not I thought, but I was telling them there's a cat ball on that. This is the women's ward, and I guess to establish it's the women's ward, they put a needlepoint like thing on there.
Okay.
And I was like, I mean, I'm a woman. I don't fucking sew or needlepoint anything. That's,
Right.
but yeah.
Time that, um, what happened? What happened?
There's even like a little like, I don't know, some kind of sound before the helper
Yeah. Yeah.
that could possibly be a part of it or another spirit. But the helper's kind of faint, right?
It is. Yeah.
But I definitely think
Ooh.
it's there.
That you think that might hopefully was residual because you're in the women's ward and maybe something bad was about to happen to another one of the inmates.
Yeah. I don't think they're talking about me necessarily or anything. So I think they're talking about like they want me to help somebody or they're just talking to each other.
Hmm. You didn't end up having a coughing fit or anything, did you?
No, no, I don't
Okay.
ever seem to in any of the videos that I watched. It was just Carl. So like
Okay.
I don't even think Eric even ever had a problem. So that's
Okay.
good.
Mm.
He's the biggest one though, so they would want to take him out.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
A shadow, like on the ground. We were hoping.
I hear for sure the Shirley, what does it say? Surely no one.
No one.
But I think the rest of it is really hard to make out. And of course, when they come back to back like this, it takes me forever to cipher out what they're making. I mean, what they're
Yeah.
saying, because there's just so much going on.
Yep,
But
I get that. Yep.
it's faint, but to me, it just feels like obvious that there's a voice there.
Hmm.
So if you don't agree with my words, that's cool. I mean, we all like, I would love some help with this. I definitely think something's there. Carl and Eric don't sound like this. They could never get their voices this low and or
Mm.
this quiet. And I don't think it's coming from outside because honestly, it'd probably be louder if it was.
Yeah, I hear the pops and the cracks there too. So, I mean, I'm familiar with that kind of voice coming through on audio and it being so low. I hear the Shirley, but it does get really kind of hard to make out the rest of it.
Yeah, it's like they start a sentence out strong, but then
Yeah.
they trail off.
Yeah,
Um,
or they get farther away, like they're right next to you and then they just keep moving.
yeah.
You know how when you're following someone and they're talking to you, I can't, what are you saying? Like that's what's happening.
I
They
am
turned
the
around to start a sentence. Oh,
yeah, that's
telling
me.
yourself.
That's me all day. I come home from work, I'm talking, 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 and I'm like, you see me moving? Come on, let's go.
I think that's what was happening here. They were
Yeah.
just doing the same thing.
feel like it's very clear that they're saying, please don't leave. And I think that's hilarious after they just told us to get out. I'm
After
going
all
to
that.
bite you, you know.
That's true.
Uh,
Can you play it paused like twice when it was
oh,
playing the EVP. Do you mind playing it again? Because it
yeah.
was kind of choppy.
Yeah, I could do that. Let me. Did it
Yeah.
play better for you then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great. And it was clear and it's kind of heartbreaking. Maybe it wasn't the biter or, Kevin with the ninja attack on your husband, but maybe it was somebody else who, like kind of just liked your presence, like the fact that you guys were there trying to talk to them. And now they're like, wait, please don't leave me with these motherfuckers. I can't deal with
Yeah.
it.
I get that sense. And it's like there's someone that was in there is like, oh, don't leave me with these people.
Yeah, that's sad. And
Uh,
and then goodbye because it's a jail. Like, yeah, and you're a prisoner, so sorry,
eek,
I gotta go.
yeah. So this is when we go on to the other side, and there's more cells over here.
Dummies in there, right?
No. Where do you put this? Just on the floor?
Yeah, I guess so.
Where do this? Just on the floor?
Oh yeah,
Where do you put this? Just on the floor?
When you hear the two of them back to back, it's so hard to make out. But
yeah.
when I single it out, it's like this Riley take him out is clear as day. The can he move is kind of like it's there. But there's like this glass sound almost that like
Huh.
hitting glass or something that I think kind of might take you out of listening for it. But I think that's almost like like there's just really strong enunciation or something. But
Sure.
so I wondered, is like Eric in their way? And they're like, can he get out? Can he move? And then she's calling on Riley to help him out.
I do. I definitely hear that woman's voice is very loud, very clear. Riley, take them out. She sounds very like authoritarian, like authoritarian. She's got authority. I can't say
Yeah.
the fucking word. But like, did they have like women police officers there? Because that's the kind of like feel like the vibe I'm getting with that Riley take them out, like the way that she's saying that.
Well, I think that even in present day, most women's prisons need to have women
A woman
guards.
guard. Okay. Yeah. All
Um,
right.
Maybe not solely women, but I think there's certain things that they're not allowed to do without having a woman present. Kind of like if you're going through
Mhm.
TSA, it's supposed to be another woman that does like
The body search
yeah,
and all
the
that.
full
Yep.
inspection. So yeah, I
Mm.
mean, I think that there could have totally been women guards. They used this prison for a while, so
Huh.
this wasn't like, still the 1800s or something. I don't even think
Sure.
that's how old it is. Where they wouldn't care about those things, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Is there anybody in these cells? Is there
It's so loud. She's right.
Dude.
She is in my face.
Yes. Yes. She was
Uh,
up in your face.
Now, is she really saying Dana or is she saying damn it? I don't know. It just like Dana is all I could hear and I couldn't unhear it.
Yeah. I'm with you on both of those. That's the same thing. I was like, Dana or damn it. I don't know. I don't hear a T at the
Yeah,
end.
right.
So,
So does it get
mhm.
cut off or I mean, it's possible
Or
that
yeah.
she's telling me like her name or she's
Right.
looking for someone. I don't know.
Dana Winslow.
I'm sorry. I think those words are wrong.
Oh, really? I kind of hear Nowie, but I don't. It does seem like it's a sentence that got cut off. So like now we,
Yeah.
now we, yeah.
I think the dot 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 there, I'm like, there's more, and I can't make it out.
Yeah.
No?
Like a low voice.
Yeah, I hear it now. I don't know where my head was before, but yeah, I think there's more to it,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I couldn't make it out. And Eric
Sure.
is walking around, I think, at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
It's just not the best. Might be holding it wrong too. It's just missed. Might be holding it wrong too.
Do you hear those? It's a very high pitched voice, and they're just like screaming out names at this point, and I don't
That's
know
wild.
why.
It's high pitched. Definitely. I do hear the noise. I just can't make it out. Like it's a high pitched something.
Yeah, and I was struggling with these words mostly because like Jolie and Abilene are not like words that I hear all the time. So if I'm
Sure. Yeah.
wrong, I'm wrong, but that's the best I could make out.
It's just not the best. Might be holding it wrong too. It's just missed. Might be holding it wrong too.
Such a weird voice too.
Yeah.
That's what I
Wow.
hear. Abilene. And I'm like,
The
if it's something outside, why does it sound so weird?
Man, the number of names you are getting from this location, like you could just be like, okay, let me talk to Winslow, let me talk to Kevin, let me talk to Abilene,
We
Jolie,
got,
all you guys.
yeah, Judy,
Oh, Joe.
Abilene.
Yeah,
They're just piling up.
yeah, that's wild.
Do you hear that?
That's nice. That's such a heartfelt sentiment. Like they really loved you. Just no, I think that that might be them talking about themselves.
Hmm.
Um, like I just like envision like a prisoner like shackled, like they see you and they're trying to tell you that they're stuck. They can't leave.
There is most definitely a conversation that I start to have, or maybe I am at this point because I'm skipping around. I couldn't tell you for sure, but I start to say, it must have been very lonely. It's hard to be away from your family, like that whole conversation. I'm trying to be sympathetic to them, um,
Yeah.
and in this, I think you definitely start to get responses like that. It's two different voices.
Yeah.
I think it's a low, I think male voice for the Someday You'll Thank Me. And then the No Way is scratchy. So it's weird. So I don't know. Is it even really there or is it something else? I'm not sure. But I think that the words are very clear, especially like the Someday You'll Thank Me. It is low. So I do admit that.
Where are you during this again?
Behind the camera. Um,
In the jail, though, like what part of the jail are you in?
second floor, women's ward. When we
Oh,
went,
you haven't left the
yeah,
women's ward. Okay. Okay.
yeah. So, when we were on those stairs and I thought I saw a shadow and stuff when we
Yes.
were both there,
Yeah.
we're at the end of that hallway.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Let me
Toilet.
find the next one. I think
You just keep showing me toilets.
So I think I've put the camera down at this point, so at least I won't be shuffling it around in my hands anymore. This is Carl. He's my husband. This is Eric. He's my son. We work as a team together. We work as a
Dude,
I don't know for sure if that is exactly what it's saying. Because if it is, I mean, it sounds a lot like that to me, but hell was how hard to make out. It's almost like hell. I don't know. It's not enunciated,
Hmm.
But if you're like a grumbly old man, which is what this sounds like, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is gonna sound a little different. That's what I could make out when my kid mumbles, this could be my kid's voice. But I hear him talk in other parts of the video, and he's not doing this. So this one's up for
Yep.
quite debate. He definitely isn't saying go to hell. So if it is my kid grumbling and I just can't make out the words of what he's saying, I don't know. But
I hear it just like you do. It has a very thick accent. Go to hell.
yeah.
Like he's about to pull his guns at, and start like I don't know. I was raised in the South, but I hear like a deep Texan kind of an accent. So I don't know, how else to play it, but that's what I hear. Go to hell.
That is how I heard it. And I did think about like, well, when Eric mumbles or something, but like I'm introducing us right now.
Yeah.
I don't see why Eric would be mumbling. He would introduce himself as well.
Hmm.
I don't know. They know what we're doing. Like they're trying to take it seriously. So
Hmm.
I don't think it's Eric. I think that it is exactly what you said. It's some
That's wild.
grumpy Texas old man
Old.
telling us to go
Yeah.
to hell.
That's crazy.
Just to see if there's anyone that would like to share a message, to share a message.
Just very breathy, little quick thing right
Hmm.
there. I think there's one right after this.
Hmm.
Again, these are
Hmm.
quiet. I mean, I don't know how to say it. I feel like you could hear all those words very clearly if you are straining to hear them.
I hate this one too. Like again, this reminds me of your guy that was like, "Don't leave," because the time moves along. Almost seems like again that might be a fragment of the beginning part of a sentence that he was. Someone is. This person isn't the fucking tax and go to hell. I think that this is someone who's a tortured soul. Um, it sounds sad.
Yeah.
Time moves
Yeah.
along.
I start to get very sad EVPs in here. Like all the
Oh,
women announcing themselves, Dana or Dana and Jolie and Abilene, they're all gone. Like all of a sudden it's turned dark. And
oh.
maybe it's because I brought up the conversation of like, is it hard or don't you miss your family? But this wasn't, I don't think this was really supposed to be like a long-term jail. So there is that. Um, but yeah, the go to hell guy, he never
Yeah.
comes back. Like
Oh,
I don't ever hear that same voice. I think not in this room at least.
okay.
Lived here, lived.
See, do you
They're
hear that one?
singing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very like d drawn out, I guess.
Huh.
It's not just like who makes you. It's like who makes you. Yeah.
Yeah. They're singing it. Wow. That is weird. That is crazy.
I just don't get it. They are so interactive. And I mean, not interactive, like, because they're not always like, just, hey, what's your name? And they're like, my name is Bob Hill, They're,
Right.
but
Yeah.
they're talking so much and it's so many different voices. And
Yes.
I get that some of them are not so clear. Maybe some of them aren't even EVPs. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is our feet shuffling. But like some of these, like that, I feel like that is so fucking clear what they're
That is,
saying.
I agree. Very clear, very loud. this one was shout. It was someone is shouting, like someone is very, there's a lot of emotion, like anger, like the way that they're saying it. That is crazy, dude. That's a crazy EVP.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotions here. And the good thing is we're on this side of the building now, away from like the air condition too, so you can hear
Yeah,
things a
that's true.
bit better.
Ah,
Those two, like Kingsley's room, and the catwalk thing, and the women's ward on the other side, very noisy. The other spot's
mm.
not so bad. Out there, imagine if you lived in town, which I don't. Imagine if you lived in town, which you know me just running my mouth when I could be just listening to them. I
I don't
don't
know.
know
I wonder
what I'm talking about either.
what did they have to do. Again, I feel like you need to. I feel like they use our energy, and if you're talking, you're staying awake, you're staying alert. I think that you're producing that energy that they need to start giving you more EVPs, and I think it worked, dude. So I do not say like everyone else says. I don't stay quiet during your during your investigations. Definitely keep the energy flowing and keep talking to them.
Yeah, and if they might tell you to go to hell, but at least you got something out of them,
You
you know.
got it. Exactly. Yeah.
Research before coming, there wasn't many names. There wasn't
Oh,
it,
mm,
am I getting every single word right? I don't know. Because it's kind of long, but and it's faint, but I, at this point, they might be like, we're saying a lot and you're not responding to it. So like, how could we have a better conversation? Because I can't hear you. And you know what? I ain't got the answer for that. Because even if I have my recorder right here, even
yeah.
if I had this recorder and I played it back, it just wouldn't be the same as when I go to review these, videos, I think. I think we need so much time at a location so we can record in a room. I can go sit down and watch that and
Yeah.
listen to it. And then we go back again. Like we need
Hmm.
all night in a location,
Yeah.
all day.
Shit. Yeah.
We're not going to make it all
All
night.
day.
So,
No, but you're right. It's hard to. I did that too at the location that I had just stayed at, that I just did the episode on. I'm listening to the EVPs on the recorder, but all I can hear are just the cracks and the pops. Like I'm not making out the actual words. It's when you're back in your own house and you're in your own, like with your noise canceling headphones, and you can sit in a
yeah.
quiet spot and listen, and not also try to pay attention to what else might be happening, that you can make out the voices. So that's a challenge in itself. Just
Yeah. We really need, I think maybe every team needs this. They need a Billy Tolly, like how Ghost
yeah,
Adventures
that's true.
used to
Yeah,
do. We need to, like, now, when you watch them, maybe they're all together and stuff, but we need that person that we just, like I said, we go and we record in a room, we go hand over that SD card, we go
yep,
record another, and then that way they can report back to us like, oh, Jolie and
yeah,
Adeline, they're all up there. You should go talk to them. Yeah,
yep.
that's a brilliant idea if we actually had a third party.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah, that
Um,
would be great.
that would be a good system.
You know my next book, please?
Sad.
It said sad.
What's sad? Living in a prison.
Are you sad?
Living in a prison. Living in a prison.
That one's, faint. But I think that's what it's saying. Shut down.
Shut down. Hmm.
We were using that GhostTube app on my phone, and that's when we got the word sad. Um,
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, and we had talked,
Uh-huh.
like I told you, I was talking about how, it must be hard and blah blah blah, just trying to
Yep.
depress the ghost more.
Well,
Um,
that's fitting though that you got sad on the GhostTube app then.
yeah, it did seem to connect.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't that sad.
That one's very faint, and it's
Yeah.
just a yeah. So we'll move on.
Hot, not private, maybe not the best roommates. maybe not the best room.
Oh,
So it was really hard to, I think, to hear it when it's all together, and then you got my loud ass voice in between there. But that was all bad. It is really hard because it's faint. And am I even getting the words right? Not sure, because like I said, it's faint. But I think the "you miss your family" is like very clear.
it's sad too.
And yeah, and they're totally responding to what I'm saying. But I think it's definitely there. Because it's like you miss your family.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a unique voice.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Actually, it doesn't sound like so much like a statement as a more of a question. Like you miss your family.
Maybe they're just maybe I don't know. It's a ghost paranormal investigator because they're just like adding to what I'm saying, you know?
That's funny. Like, oh,
I don't really, the power one, I guess I could just tell that something's there. I think that
yeah,
you could really interpret it a few different ways. Tell them I'm free, I think is clear. That
yeah,
no is very weird. But sounds like no to me.
yeah, yeah. Someone is feeling okay with the situation that they're in, and they're passing along a message, and then someone's being an ass saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then, maybe the power thing is something like that's that same person. I don't know
yeah,
what the full sentence is there.
right.
But I feel like somebody's sad about this and another person is telling them to like get the fuck over it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Someone has that emotion.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, kids.
The whole thing.
You maybe don't want to.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
again, I think it goes along with what I'm saying, but it's
Were
like
you What were you asking though? Are you sad about losing, missing,
yeah.
or did you have like what that's what you were asking? Like if
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like do you miss your husband, wife, whatever,
Mhm.
that's all I was saying. So
Yeah,
I think it goes along with it, but I just feel like we're having the most casual conversation as if I'm a jail person too. Like I'm in jail now too. They don't really seem to be
uh-huh.
answering me. They just seem to like be reminiscing or thinking, out loud. This is what it
Sure. Yeah.
feels like.
Except for this guy. Yeah. Mhm.
It's a lot
Yeah.
all said at once. I feel like it does go together. It's very like that clappy, scratchy, whatever,
Yeah.
Obviously, there's two other people with me and they're not on camera. Could I tell you what they were doing 3, 4 years ago? No, I can't. But I hear these words like it's like whispering underneath all of that. So
Yeah, sure.
I think it's actually there, but I know it's kind of a rough EVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at this
Yeah.
point I've kind of quit talking to them too. Like I'm just like trying to like sit still and let the sounds just come.
Hmm. Sure.
They've set up a ball over there on the ground. They've, they've set up a ball.
I wonder if it says that's mine instead of tonight. I don't, that
Oh,
doesn't say.
really?
I don't know. Don't play something for me too many times. I might start making new words with it.
Let us know you're still here.
It's soft and whispery, but I think that it is very clear that it's saying that's a baby. And I think they're talking about my baby.
I was just going to ask you that because it's Eric who is talking just before that voice comes through. And it's almost like they're recognizing that there is somebody else here that's very young that's trying to talk to them. Yeah, I think so too.
And I make that same joke like all the time. Well, about my own adult children,
Yeah.
no, they're just a baby or whatever. But there's a couple of girls that I work with that they're the same age as my children. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm like, oh, they're just helpless little babies.
Dude, how about I work with people that graduated with mine?
Yeah.
They went to the same school. Like that's a weird thing.
I talk a lot to this one girl and she just allows me to like vent all the time so I appreciate her so much and she's really great at the job, so I have a lot of respect for her. And then sometimes I just like when we talk about life stuff, I just think like, "Oh my God, I'm your mother's age." Like literally her mother works for us as well, and I'm
Yep.
like, "Oh my God, me and your mom are the same age." And I'm it's got to
Yep.
be so weird for her, but
Yeah. Mm. Really? Yeah. Hmm. That's
that last,
great.
yeah, that last one is so funny to me.
Yeah.
There, maybe they were just like when I thought we were having a good conversation about like, oh, don't you miss your family and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Maybe now
Yeah.
they're like, I've been
Yeah.
telling this dumb girl,
I've been
it's,
clowning. Yeah.
it's so sad here. Where, who knows what they're talking about?
Dude, that is the best ghost ever. Thank you. Like amazing. Talk about like what else are you gonna do in the afterlife? There's some punks here like just trying to ask us questions. I'll give them all the sad, sad story.
Yeah, just make up
Ooh,
stuff.
poor
Just
me. Making him feel really bad. And now he's telling his buddies,
she's
wait
falling
till
for
wait till
it.
they hear this shit. That's
You
great.
probably
I
had it
love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Yeah, whoever that is. I love
in
them.
here, I would
Yeah.
imagine. I apologize. I apologize.
Now, I thought it could say do this,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Judas is the best. It's Judas or do this or I'm not really sure. It just comes out of nowhere too. It doesn't I don't know why they'd be calling me a Judas. That doesn't make sense to what we're talking about. Let's see what this one is.
Maybe get
Hmm. Hmm.
I could be off on the words there. It's a weird voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Hmm. I wonder if anybody had, I mean, just a second ago, there was like a foot in the shot. So did somebody start walking one way and then turn around? And then the spirit's like, I won't hit. Like maybe he thought that he looked scary to somebody. Like that's interesting.
Yeah, it's that's definitely Eric walking around there. That's his foot. Those are his, Dungeons and Dragons socks.
Oh,
Um but yeah, and remember before it was a different voice, but they were like can he move? And Riley take
Yeah.
him or whatever. So,
Right. Right.
maybe they're having a change of heart.
I won't hit. Hmm.
This is still on the second floor, but not in the women's ward anymore. It is down where they would have kept the men. So it's like on the other side of the hallway.
Whew.
So loud. Like, obviously, we're moving. Is that a scrape in our feet? I have listened to this though. Like, it's so loud. It's so loud.
Yeah, it is loud. Were you wearing, oh, you had your backpack on, didn't you? Yep.
Yep, because we were moving into this space. And so I come in here and then set it down at some point. I'm lying to you. We're in that solitary confinement space. Carl went looking, not Carl. Eric went looking for that scorpion again.
Oh
So
God, no.
but I did have my bag on, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they could have been egging some other spirit to do something. You didn't feel anything, did you, that you remember? Oh.
No, no, not that I remember.
Yeah.
I guess we look tough. Don't mess with us.
Yeah. Like, who is this coming through all of a sudden? Don't play with them.
And then there was a weird sound.
Sewer cats. Should make
Oh, I guess I didn't replay it. I don't know if that's one of us or not.
sewer cats.
Okay.
So is it me? Like, it sounds like weird. And I know that I start saying something to Eric. Honestly, I can't even make out exactly what I'm talking about with him. I don't even know. But I can't tell if it's like a breath or it could be us. That's what I just
Yeah.
say. Unexplained sound because it was odd.
It's a little cool in here.
Now we've entered
Wow.
into the men's ward. So that was us. We came out of the women's ward. We're in the solitary confinement one. We had some EVPs from that room. You'd have to go back a couple of weeks and watch that video.
Yep.
And then now we're still on the second floor, but we've gone down into where they would have kept the men. And we just went in there. So it's funny that they're like, lay down.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna hide them. I don't know. Uh,
They're trying to get out of your way where you don't see them. That's why would they want to hide?
They're sneaky. That's why.
Yeah. Sneaky ghost.
Do you hear it? It's like
Yeah,
very,
it's
it's,
whispery.
yeah, it's whispery, but this is not feet shuffling. These are words. This is someone talking. I'm talking about how it's cooler in here, and I was looking to
Mm.
see if this window was open. So
Oh.
there's no blinds on the window, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's wide open.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah, I think it's very obvious what they're saying. Don't know what they're talking about because, like I said, there's no blinds on that window.
Yeah.
Okay. Just leave that here.
Now hold on. That was a lot all at once. So now I'm
Yeah.
gonna break them down. Yes, I am moving, but these are words. These are not all shuffles, shuffling sounds or whatever.
Okay.
God, I could make somebody sick with these sweet camera moves.
Lucky you, I'm not really watching the video. I'm just kind
Yeah,
of honing in. The voices are so wild because they're all different.
they're
Every one
all
of them's
different.
different.
every one of them is different.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's saying don't kill your girlfriend or like did you kill your girlfriend? I really still think it's don't kill your girlfriend. And then it's like
Yeah.
don't do like what? Don't do that. And
Yeah.
it's just there's so many different voices going on here and the conversation is incredibly interesting. I don't think it has anything to do with us. We have just walked
Mm-mm.
in and we're just kind of examining the room before we sit down and start trying to interact with them.
Yeah, and I think you guys basically just walked into spirits having conversations with with spirit. This could be residual activity that don't kill your girlfriend. Like if someone's in jail and maybe he's in jail because his girlfriend, set him up or told the popo on him or whatever, and someone's there
Yeah.
telling him, and then the help me is definitely someone in jail. Like I didn't do anything, get me out of here. Like it's so wild. You just walked into all of that energy. Just
Yeah.
yeah, all the voices.
So many different voices. So it's just like, and I mean, I would kind of suspect that it's all residual, like,
This is
because
insane.
they don't sound like they're talking to each other
Right.
necessarily. So yeah, I think that
Yeah.
we just heard all these like moments of time, different moments of time.
It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Hmm. Again, yeah. Prisoners asking prisoner stuff, like how long
Yeah.
are you in for, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And I think it's clear what they're saying too.
That is that is wild.
We have our whole light in here.
That's on the bottom floor.
Here. Here.
There's a bee in there, and I didn't hear that before. Do you hear that? I hear don't be frightened. And for some
Oh,
reason, at the time, I only heard don't frighten.
I thought I heard don't frighten us. I didn't hear don't be frightened. Play it again,
Oh,
please.
okay.
That's on the bottom floor.
Here. Here.
It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I think it's someone moving afterwards that's making the what I thought was us, but I hear the don't be frightened.
Yeah, that you could still say that that's residual, and
Yeah.
they're just talking to each other and not us.
Because it's wider. Because it's wider.
That's Eric is it's a magnetic flashlight, and so he's that the
Okay.
big slam is him. He's sticking it to the ceiling to make like a lantern. But yeah, so I mean maybe they are talking to us now and then that don't be frightened sounded female to me.
It
And
did,
that
yes.
the
Yeah.
get out, it's hard to tell female or male, but it's not the same voice. It's very breathy.
Hmm.
2.5. If you're really getting 3 and above, then you're really getting.
I mean, I
So
just think
weird.
they are so clear.
And man, and they're just bam, 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 bam. There's so many voices. Did you tell me before? I don't remember. Does this location get a lot of paranormal investigators?
I mean, yes, Globe is kind of like, it's hour and a half out of Phoenix and it's small town, not a whole lot of places to stay. Definitely there's like 3 restaurants, I think. I don't know. It's not a
Yeah.
very big place, but there is a local group called Arizona Ghost Adventures that does public stuff out of this place all the time.
Huh.
So that the train station, the lodges there, they're in there all the time now. And so you would think it does get a lot of activity,
Yeah,
but
that's wild. That's wild. I'm sitting here thinking like, we went to Villisca and the feelings there were enough to shake us, to rattle us, to be like, we left with some pretty impressive experiences on our own and just a very small amount of actual evidence to hand over to the world to see. But like, you can't like go 2 inches in this jail without someone saying something.
yeah,
And
I
I'm like,
know.
what the fuck, dude? This is insane. So I like in my mind, I'm comparing your jail, which seems to be one of the most fucking haunted places on earth, compared to the Villisca Axe Murder House, which is supposed to be, and I'm like, where was all the activity? Like, this is insane. This is an insane amount of EVPs that you're getting,
Yes. Yes. So are we losing our mind? Are are we better at this? And should we
Go
revisit
back.
our, well, going back, sure, but
Mm.
even if we listen to
Our
those
evidence.
recordings again, would we hear more stuff? What were we
Yeah, right.
doing before? I don't know,
Mm.
but I don't want to
Good
watch
point.
it again. I would just say let's go back.
Yeah.
I think you and I have to go back to this place with our long list of names and be like, all right,
No
whoever
kidding.
is the class clown, like, are these actual names here? What the hell? Y'all won't
Right.
shut up.
We're doing roll call, guys.
Yeah, and you
You
think
know?
about that too. They do roll call in jail. They did in the
Yep.
Shawshank Redemption. So, I mean, I guess
Sure.
they do in real things. But I would think
Yeah.
that they would say last names, but maybe they were casual. I don't know.
Uh, Hmm. Maybe.
I really thought I could not hear any other word but fold, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Is that like a beat you up term? I would not know. So
Yeah.
I don't know what that really means, but that is what I hear
Yeah, that's weird. I can fold him. I mean, it's clear, but I don't know
what they're
why
talking
they
about.
said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one I can't make it out.
Let's see. So we're on the ground and
Oh,
we're at 0.
no, I can make it out. I just clipped it wrong, but okay. So, yep, now they don't want us here. That's a very mechanical sounding voice.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, there.
Woo!
That is a creepy voice. I don't know what they are talking about.
What's funny is the word that they chose to make creepy doesn't make any sense. They're like, messy. Okay, sure. You got me. I'm a bit of a slob. Now what? Like,
It
it's funny.
it is so weird the word now. I mean, we're about to get another one and they're just like single words, or just these
Okay.
quick little things.
That's 24.
Wow.
This is George R. Kelly.
That one's hard because it's very faint. I could be getting the words wrong. I don't know, but there's something there.
You could say, or you could touch the ball.
The louder thing that you hear is just the end of like one of us talking, I'm pretty sure. So
I
it's
gotcha.
just a very faint, breathy hey or whatever. Yay. Yeah, sorry. I forgot what the word was. That one's so faint that all I can make out is that there's a voice there and it sounds
Mhm.
deep to me. So I guess I labeled it that it's a man's voice. But it's so faint.
Yeah, I wonder if they're far away or if they're just starting to lose energy to be able to come through so loud.
Yeah, I feel like we're definitely not getting the same activity that we were getting in the women's ward.
Hmm.
And maybe it's because we're sitting down and we're getting tired and we're just
Yeah.
playing cards and they don't like it.
Hmm.
Very, very faint. And it's hard to focus on it because Eric starts, hitting the ground like that.
Yeah, but it almost has an accent to it again. You're playing.
Yeah, yeah, that is how I hear it exactly.
So let's see what your hand is. 16. That ain't gonna win nothing. Is 16. 16. That ain't
Get out. Leave.
Well, this is this is what, so it could be that, but also we're playing blackjack. And so you know how you
Oh,
stay is so, and
that's
we've dealt like a hand for the other, ghost or
sure. Yeah, for them to play.
for
Yep.
the
Yep.
other ghost, as if we're a ghost.
That's it.
Um, but yeah, I think that they are now getting rude.
Huh.
Ain't gonna win nothing. Awesome.
So I think it says look down or lock down, and then I whisper, forgetting that I'm on a ghost
Okay.
hunt. So that was
I'm
my creepy voice there for a second.
gotcha. But is look down at the cards? She's telling someone to look down because you dealt them a hand.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, because we thought by playing like a card game, because what do you do in prison? Like, I
Right.
imagined like that's something that they could do.
Or no, they shank each other. So you should have brought out some knives.
We should have brought that. That's what you and I will do. We'll bring some toothbrushes that have
Yeah,
been,
right.
yeah.
Sure, yeah. Carved off. We could do that on the way over. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I think they're getting into the card game now. So,
Yeah.
do you hear it? Like,
Yeah, I heard that.
yeah,
Who's cheating? Yeah.
yeah, it's a little hummy. Ghost Tube says
Or it
something.
wouldn't be so bad if you were to, just say, hey.
Oh, Ghost Tube said the word purgatory, and then Eric is
Mm.
talking about that, and we get an EVP. So I left that in so people would understand kind of what he's talking about. He was actually saying purgatory wouldn't be so bad if you would interact with us. Like,
So what? You're in hell. Okay.
God, quit your bitching.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
So is that what being in jail's like?
So, I mean, it's something I would know. Like, we're talking about purgatory, or he's talking about purgatory, and as if we understand what that's like. And,
Yeah.
I think the spirit's like, I don't think you know what you're talking about, but
Yeah. He a little bit of being offended, if I can spit out the words. Yeah.
yeah, I don't blame him. Yeah.
Is this what you wanted to
No,
go?
I did wonder if
Oh, wait.
So penal, like penal law, like
Yeah,
what?
right.
Yeah, yeah. That is what I'm. That is why I said that word.
That's what I hear, and I hope that's what they're referring to.
Yeah, yeah.
I got no other explanation, no other evidence autopsy for that one.
Because I listened to it a million times because I was like, what a random ass word.
It is so random. And it's so loud too, of all the fucking things to be so loud about.
Yeah.
Nah.
So you're just gonna hope it's a snippet of a sentence that they're talking about, how they're gonna get
Mhm.
out of their crime or whatever.
Sure, yes, yes.
Yes.
The baby gets it. Yeah, he's the one with the cards. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it could be a residual sound that they're talking about some baby. I don't know. But
Huh, yeah.
all these people coming in.
that loud noise is a
Yeah.
legit loud noise, and we stopped for a second to try to figure it out. It very well could have been. Carl says later, I won't because I won't play it all for you. Carl says he thinks that it's the trash people picking up like a
Oh,
dumpster, but
okay.
we tried to look out the windows and couldn't see anything. So
Mm.
I don't know. We don't know. But she did say that some cell doors can slam shut.
Oh,
But I actually say I think that if that would have happened, it would have been even louder.
Louder. Yeah, sure.
And we never come to like another floor and see a cell door shut, that
Okay.
was
Okay.
knowingly open before or something.
Yeah, that's hard to mark. Like, okay, all of these, unless you go and close every single one of them,
Yeah.
well, then you would, or open, excuse me, I guess open would be
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And then all these people coming in.
Hmm.
What was?
But it's
It does
loud.
sound like it, though. It does
Yeah.
sound like it could be. Yeah.
And then you hear me, I'm like, what was that? Like, I'm ready to go.
Hmm.
Wendy, you got a friend here now?
I think it actually says, what does it say? I think it says, you're not my friend. And I put, I'm not
The
your
other way.
friend. Okay, wait. I
Okay.
put, I'm not your friend. So the ghost tube said the word friend. And we were
Okay.
like, oh, are we friends now? And this was
Yeah.
its response.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear that. And I'm glad you explained it because I heard Eric say something about friend, and I'm like, whoa, how did he pick up? But okay, so the ghost tube.
Yeah, the ghost tube was saying it. But it's funny, they don't like us, and I guess they were clear about that.
You want to do either? We'll give you 10 seconds.
Did you put that ball in your pocket?
Hey, I think that's the go to hell guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That sounds a bit like his raspy voice.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, this is a lot. Let's.
Oh. Yeah.
Do you hear how loud that is? Like
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like someone turned on a fucking radio and just played it. It is so
uh,
loud.
and we are packing up to leave because we weren't getting anything,
Huh.
and I think everybody had went looking for the loud noise too.
Look,
So,
why do the ghosts decide now's the time to get loud when people are about to fall asleep or are on the way out? Like why is that when they're like, okay, here's a whole statement I'm ready to make for you.
it's
Do you want
funny that I wonder why they think we're, oh, no, never mind. They might think we're government because we kept pretending to.
oh, you are?
I would be like, we're the guards on duty tonight or whatever. But
Makes sense.
yeah, I think you think they get loud because they get excited and they're like, ooh, yeah, they're leaving.
It's got to be that energy again because
Yeah.
we have to have a boost of energy to like, okay, pack up our shit and go. It's time to go. So that's where they're getting that from. And yeah, probably because they're excited too. They're like, woohoo, okie dokes, get
No.
them out.
I like that though, the idea we're up moving around and stuff. Okay, I think there's
Yep.
just one more as we're leaving.
And you just set it in the
Okay.
back?
All right, there you go.
And so, like, I guess DJ was gonna punch us in the face the whole
I'm
time or
telling
something.
DJ is the guy, the Texan with the raspy voice. I feel like he was the cussing guy, the angry guy, and someone's like, he held back.
Well, I appreciate that. Uh, okay, so this is the first floor. I hope I selected the right video. This is the first floor. So down on the first floor, there's some offices where like the jailers
Yes.
would have been and everything. And then there is a cell, like a pretty big cell too. And I was told that it would have been where men stayed, but I don't know. That could have varied over the years. We're down here. We go to start trying to play the blackjack again.
I'm keeping an eye on everybody. Girls upstairs, they were.
Yep.
Right away, they're like, "No, thank you."
Yep.
What is right here? Oh,
I was at.
it's a cat ball.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same thing. I get it.
So what I think my setup here is the cat ball, and then this is a speaker
Yeah.
plugged into my Zoom recorder. So, kind of like how we plug in with headphones.
Yep.
I was trying to plug in with an actual speaker, but never heard anything out of that. I do believe that the GhostTube app is on as well.
Yeah, she didn't
Ooh.
really.
It's kind of echoey too. Like you almost like you can hear it going down the hallway.
Yeah, but I still totally hear it, and I really do think it is saying most is bad.
Most
What
are.
if it's saying ghost is bad?
Ooh, ooh, I like that. Play it
Ghosts
again.
are
Let's
bad.
see. Ghosts are bad.
Yeah, she didn't really. You guys know Judy? Yeah.
I don't know. It's so faint.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna stick with most.
most. Yeah, but I do like the idea for a bumper sticker if you ever want to go that route for evidence autopsy, ghosts are bad.
That's kind of.
No.
Do you think you want to try?
Ooh.
Look, hand us tools
Oh.
does not exactly sound like what's coming out, but it's so breathy and so drawn out. Hannah's
Yeah,
is Hannah's
Hannah's.
a word?
I
Like,
hear Hannah apostrophe, like ownership. Hannah's something.
oh,
Yes. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yes, I did struggle with that one. So Hannah's
Yeah.
tool. I still
Yeah.
hear tools though.
Let's see.
I'll give you some cards.
Yeah.
God, my niece's name is Hannah, and I didn't even put that together. Like that, you're right. That makes a lot more sense because of how it's drawn out. It's
But that's
something,
weird too. I hear tools, Hannah's tools. So that's another name.
yes, and it's a female voice. I'm certain it's a female voice.
Hmm.
And so that's weird.
I wonder if Hannah liked cards, Hannah's tools. Like I play with tarot, that could be my tools. These could have been
Oh,
Hannah's, right?
well, yeah, and also they get investigators in here. So like, is Hannah an
Oh, an
investigator?
investigator.
Yeah, and yeah, that look at you.
I love it.
You're a good
Mm.
detective.
I just put my hat on tight tonight.
Okay. Do you want a card, anybody?
I think it's so clear they don't like the sound I'm making with the shuffle. And let me say this: we had the place until midnight. I think we had it from like 6 to midnight or something. Uh, we cut out at 11, I think, because we were sleeping.
Wow,
But
that's crazy. You
I
guys
do,
got so much.
yeah, I do think that the ghosts were like, I think ghosts have a bedtime. I'm starting to think that ghosts have a bedtime. And at a
Yeah,
certain time, they're like, could y'all stop?
right. That's like I had that one voice that was like, "Can you turn the light off?"
Yeah, like it's time to go to bed. Yeah.
Why are you still awake?
Look, that's a big card.
Mm.
I feel like there's an extra word in there now, like help me out in here. But
Oh,
maybe my brain is just trying to make a more complete sentence. But yeah. And then
yeah. But I hear the help out in here, or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I do think there's a me in there. And it's just so faint or lazy speech that that's how it all like kind of all goes together.
Hmm.
And these EVPs are getting faint too, at least in this section. So more to my point, this one is
Hmm.
just crazy. That maybe they're getting
Ooh,
tired.
and you're sitting down again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot what my card was.
Ah,
Now, I could be getting these words wrong. Maybe it's not dumb. Maybe it's young. Maybe it's young whore.
That makes so much better.
Maybe they're not saying whore at all. But once I got it into my head that that's what they were saying, that is all that I could hear.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And I did just say that I forgot what my card was. Like
Hmm.
after 2 seconds of, I just looked at it, you know?
Okay.
And I bust.
So they could be getting frustrated.
Yeah, like, and then they want us to leave and they want us to be quiet. So I don't know. I don't know. Again, I could be hearing the words wrong too. I'm
Hmm.
fine with somebody telling me that they are making out something different.
Yes.
And again, it's faint. It's that faint voice, but I think that's very clear. Like it really does sound like show off to me.
Was Eric or were you showing off? Like, did you have a good hand? Does
Yeah,
that make sense? Yeah.
yeah, I think when we're playing, like we do get into, we're talking to the ghost and we're like, do you want to play too? But like he and I, we're really playing too. So like when he was getting crap cards, he was telling me, "You're giving me like all the crappy cards and stuff." Like so maybe he only
Huh.
has like he doesn't have but like a 17 right there, so that sucks.
Oh.
All right, hang on.
I know. It does.
All right, all right, hang on.
Which card you got?
Yeah, that's loud.
It is loud, I do, but I do wonder if I'm getting the words exactly right. But it's a little louder. And then if it really is wait until the sun is up or something like that, like does that mean they're even more active during the day?
I wonder if it has something to do with your son. Wait until the sun, like in the card game that you're playing. Like, I don't know, I don't play cards, so I don't know anything about blackjack, which Wendy is already well aware of the fact that I don't know shit about fuck when it comes to that. But like, I mean, is that a possibility? Like, wait until the sun is up. Like, would he continue to play and win because he would get a better hand at some point in time? I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to think that maybe there's still a possibility that it's related to the card game that you guys are playing.
Yeah, yeah, maybe it's SON, not SUN. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Hmm.
Or maybe wait until he gets up because he's going to be punking him out again. I don't know.
Oh, oh, they never hurt my baby, so I think it's okay.
Or are you?
I could not stop hearing neutron. I don't know why. Like, I don't know
Hmm.
why are they saying maybe neutral instead? Like,
Hmm.
why are they saying neutron?
I don't, yeah, I don't know. I hear it too.
Got your name right. Notice how this thing doesn't never say yes.
I'm shuffling cards. There's a lot going on right there, so it is hard to hear that. It's very faint, but that is what I hear.
But the now I hate them. So the neutron must have been like maybe part of a longer sentence that just blurred together that sounds like neutron. Something happened
Hmm.
because before they didn't hate y'all. They were just like, talking about whatever, well, until the sun comes up or whatever. But now I hate them.
Yeah, and
Something changed.
I'm pretty confident the only conversation we're having with them is about like trying to get them to play the cards with us. I
Oh, are you giving them a hand too?
Yeah, by
Did
the
they
cat ball. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are they shitty cards? I can't tell what that is.
I can't either. Oh, one's
Oh.
down, so they haven't had a play yet.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I think we kept telling them that they have to touch the ball if they want to get a card.
Maybe that's why they don't want to
Maybe
have to touch the
yeah.
ball.
Maybe they're mad because we're not giving them cards because they ain't touching that ball. So
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
they lose pretty much every hand. So
They suck.
it sucks. Sucks for them. Maybe that is
That's
why
right.
they hate us.
That's funny. Right.
I also seem to have forgotten that I am on a ghost hunt, and now I am shuffling the cards like I'm just rubbing them together. Like,
Nice. For luck.
yeah, I just like Eric and I are both fidgeters for sure. But you know
Oh,
how like you talk to yourself and sing to yourself? I'm just like
yes.
constantly touching stuff, I guess.
Look, the card game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think they are paying attention to us now.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
It's
And energy that time, it's louder.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And Eric's kind of moving too. So I wonder if that like if we came in to ghost hunt and we had like a treadmill with us or something
Oh,
like
yeah. Yeah.
with
And just powered through it, like exercise and stuff.
yeah, just something like maybe we should be doing yoga poses or something. We need something that's a little quieter, right? So
Yes.
if
Yeah, that's why the people that come in with the loud music and they're breakdancing through the house, that's why they're not catching anything because you can't hear over the music, but they are feeding the energy that would allow the spirits to communicate. So yeah, you're right. It's got to be exercises, unfortunately. I don't know.
it's got to be like lifting weights or
You
just
can do
like
that.
yoga stretches. Yoga stretches would be good.
You got to be up moving, up
Mm,
moving. Hmm.
I
You
think so.
just we how about if we just paint haunted houses? Hmm?
Perfection. Yes.
I
Yes. I think that's a pretty quiet thing that we
know.
could be doing. Yes.
Easy. And you're fixing the place at the same time.
Right, which they hate. So like
They do.
they
They
hate
hate it.
when you fix it up and change it. And so we'll be aggravating them, giving them energy. I love it. I love it. We start a whole business. We paint haunted houses.
That's
That
right. Ghost painters.
that's our advertisement, and we can only service your home if it's haunted. So
That's it. That's it. I love it.
Figured if we made it till 11,
Sorry.
we would be doing all right.
See.
Figured if we made it till 11,
there's something before between put and Richard, like put on Richard or something.
On Richard. Okay.
I don't know why I didn't catch that before. I don't know who's Richard. I don't know what they're doing to him, but
Mm.
that's a very clear sentence. And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And Richard comes through very nice and clear too.
it does. Yeah.
can you stop it now?
You weren't that great at poker, David.
Yeah.
I really think they're
Of course
saying
you
they're from Houston. That's not the
I
question
said
we asked. Whatever.
nailed it. That's your boy from Texas with the draw. I knew it. I knew he was from Texas.
And we had gotten the name David on the GhostTube app. And
Okay.
so we were thinking that we were talking to David and we were
Okay.
trying to get him to talk to us through this pendulum, though, because like, nothing was happening or not too much was happening while we were playing cards that we knew of because we don't know about all
Yeah.
these voices.
Is it a guard?
Hmm.
Maybe it's a
That's
card.
funny. And your pendulum is in a circle, which would usually be a maybe too. So you're getting the answer both ways. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Hmm.
I couldn't make out they were saying, but you hear it's like a deep voice. And yes, Carl does move the camera like right after that. So it's a little distracting. But this is like a
Hmm.
deep voice. It's not scratch movement, whatever.
That's swinging though.
And then yes,
Yeah.
Eric does have a deep voice also. You hear that afterwards, but that wasn't him in that
It
moment.
almost, no, no, you're right. I hear the voice before Eric speaks. It almost sounds like it says Grace or yeah, Chris. That's what I'm hearing. One of those, like
Uh,
another name.
yeah, I'll go with you on the great because I'm hearing like a G.
Yeah,
Oh, Grace is what you said. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I hear like a G, but I
And if
guess
it's Grace, it doesn't necessarily need to be a name. It could be like,
yeah, like a just saving
Grace.
grace. I
Yeah,
don't know.
right, right.
Okay. 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 Slow it down.
I
They
just
say it's
think
so weird.
they say it's so weird, but it is so
Hmm.
loud. It is not either of Carl or Eric's voice, because they just don't sound that way. I speak right afterwards, so that might make it hard for some people to hear the whole word, but complicated is what I got out of it. We're asking a lot of questions, just I don't know. We're asking a lot of questions. Is the pendulum really working? We're just trying to find out who's there, who are we talking to?
Hmm.
Can you stop?
Is it saying indifferent or I don't think you're different? I'm not really sure. I guess that is harder to make out. I mean, you listen to it on repeat, and that's what it sounded like to me. Let them know. Again, we're just asking a lot of questions. Who are we talking to? We thought we were talking to somebody named David. There's like this little school desk that's in one of the cells. And the GhostTube app had said things like table and something else that kept making us think that maybe we were talking to somebody that was connected to the school desk.
Okay.
So we start to, we're using the pendulum to try to talk to them too. And the pendulum's moving
Mm.
and everybody, this is why I leave it an 11-minute video because you could watch us investigate or watch, you know, I'm a terrible cameraman. You're just gonna be staring at this floor. But the pendulum does have responses. So if you believe in that stuff and you like to see that, then you should watch the whole video. But I'm not going to play it here because it's too long.
That would make sense why you were getting indifferent. Oh, sorry.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no, you're
realize there was
fine. I'm
something.
so sorry. Go ahead.
Because you were talking about the school desk and David and if they had some sort of connection there. And that's why I'm saying it would make sense. Whoever's speaking to you is not David or doesn't have any connection to the school desk because they said something about being indifferent. Like, I don't care about the school desk. I don't care about or know about David. Like it's there, I'm indifferent. Or I think that's what it said, right? Indifferent.
Yeah, I don't think you're indifferent, is what it said.
Oh,
I don't
like
think
you're
you're
indifferent.
indifferent. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. Those are the
Hmm.
words that I'm hearing, but the sentence
Gotcha.
itself doesn't make sense. But you have a
Yeah.
point, like, because I think we are calling somebody by the wrong name and misinterpreting the situation. So,
Hmm.
and that's the problem with not being able to hear these spirits
Yeah.
live and in the moment.
It's their fault.
Walter, do you have any final word?
We're up moving around and everything, so that one's hard to hear. It's breathy, but I do think that they say finally we are getting ready to pack up and leave.
Those
So,
jerks. Yep, I hear it. I hear it. They're like, finally.
yeah, like they just don't appreciate our hard work at all. But so that's everything that I've got from the Gila County Jail in Globe, Arizona, and I think that it has got to get a repeat visit at some point with my
Yes.
homegirl here. And
Thanks.
we need to take a list of all the names and the things that they were talking about,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
because they were so vocal, they were giving us so much that they definitely deserve a repeat visit. And you've said it before, Globe is just a happiness place. Like I
Yes.
think this and the Elk Lodge and like I told you before, they have now another new one that we could check out. You could spend your whole weekend, your whole paranormal weekend just in Globe.
I love it. Sounds like a dream come true.
Yeah.
I no, seriously, I am all about it. I love the Elk Lodge because I didn't even know about what I'd left with. The takeaway from that location was insane. And then we didn't get to go to the jail. Like we did like the day tour, and you saw something while we were doing the day tour. So like right away, like your paranormal spidey senses are tingling. Like you want to investigate it. I'm so excited that you got as much as you did. They were shouting at you. They were throwing you EVPs. They're like, oh my God, it's such a weird thing to say, but it was so alive.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
know,
insane because I seriously didn't think we got anything there. I
that's
felt like
wild.
we were going around and we were trying so hard, and I didn't, some little words would come through on the ghost tube app.
I think we need to get hearing aids. Like maybe they will use our hearing aids to start talking to us that way so that we can like why can't we they're so talkative. Like we do not hear anything unless we listen to it on our cameras, our audio. Like this it's upsetting, but at the same time, when you go back and you review it, now you're excited for that, um, chance to go back and visit again, especially now that you have so many things to go back and talk to them about.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great, Wendy. I'm so glad you got through it. And everyone's unscathed because some of them were throwing some shade y'all's way. But
Yeah, yeah, they're not super nice. So,
yeah,
yeah, it's a good thing that they don't seem to have their like kung fu, ghost kung fu, or whatever, you know. Because we were okay, except for Carl like coughing, choking that one time. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that could have just been the dust. It really could have. But yeah, that's all that I've got. Check out our socials. Nope, this is YouTube. I'm talking about the TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. It's all COTN_paranormal. And we'll have little clips from the show on there, plus just other fun stuff. But please, please, please follow, like, all that stuff on YouTube. Show us that you appreciate these videos. Conversate with us, please. Leave comments, because that's why we do this. We put this out there to kind of like open up a debate about the stuff that we are finding and the techniques that we're using, the places that we're going to. So leave us a comment on the video. Appreciate that. And then if you subscribe, then you'll get a notification every time like when we load something up new. And we do put all these little evidence videos on our YouTube separately. So again, if you're subscribed, then you'll know when we load those up so that you can go and watch the whole video for yourself. And maybe you even hear the EVPs better because we're not doing it through this format. It's direct from the actual video from the video camera. But yeah, that's all I got for you.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Bye.